work, examples of what we mean by who versus what. We're going to talk about the ascent process, the path that we have found has helped organizations make these fundamental shifts forward, and then how to actually implement it, how to make it work. So the first thing I want to talk about here is this idea of the rate of change is increasing. Have you heard this before?
I've said that before. I remember a story one time about, to illustrate this, somebody was talking about how offensive linemen in the NFL in the 70s were 220 pounds, 230 pounds, and you look at college teams today and they're 350 pounds. And the rate in which they changed was so phenomenal, and the people were growing, getting bigger. And so that was the story that they were sharing. That everything's just getting bigger and faster and stronger. And
for individuals and for companies and organizations, right? Over the last 20 years, what has happened? We've seen globalization take off at an increased, rapid pace. We've seen rising nations and cultures coming into the marketplace. We've seen communication and, the advent of the computer, and now we're up to iPads and iPods and apps, that we can fund, that businesses need to go to. So all these abilities to communicate, the ability to assimilate data, to use it to your advantage, it's all rapidly increasing, and is increasing to increase. You know what I mean? It's moving faster. The problem is this has now become a cliche. Too many people are focusing on this, and I want to move us into a new direction. The old way of thinking about this was, how do we adapt? How do we adapt to this rate of change? Even locally, people may not be in the global business and global marketplace, but because of the economics of the global marketplace, we have seen local companies have to learn to adapt and move faster, as they say. But this is really past thinking. When we talk about adapting, we're talking about a reactive measure. We're talking about,